Anyway, let's take a quick look here. So to kind of go into that whole convoluted drama. All right.
Yes.
So what am I looking at here? What is this?
Okay, so just to set this up, so the Warner Brothers Studio Tour is remodeling, right? So they're doing some paneling stuff. So this is like the new tour parking thing with Friends and Big Bang Theory. On the side, they're putting up Looney Tunes, right? So this is like the banner entrance for the, because you know what the Warner Brothers Studio Tour is, right? You know what
Yeah.
that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're remodeling and getting ready to reopen it. And this is what got people. So it says Hollywood made here. You have the Harry Potter characters, the new and the classic trilogy. Then you have the DC characters where it's Harley from the Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman from 1984, Aquaman from his movie, and then you have Keaton and Christopher Reeves right in the middle.
Okay.
And this got people very upset because it's like, once again, they're erasing Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. They're ignoring them and trying to appeal, like, nostalgia bait people, basically. You know.
All right. So let's.
And people were very upset. By the way, this was like a very hot topic today.
Oh my God, people are so crybaby.
Here's the thing I said is that this is nothing more than a marketing ploy to get people from all different ages interested in the studio tour again. And it's also a marketing thing. That's Harley from the newest movie. That's Wonder Woman from the newest movie. You have Newt right there from the newest Fantastic Beasts movie. Michael Keaton is going to be in the Flash movie. They're going to want to put him in big spotlight things.
And the thing is though, that is Batman Returns Michael Keaton, not Batman 89 Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, hold up. Let me see if I can see.
And so because it's the same logo. It's the same logo as this. So I believe it's the same logo, but it looks like it from here.
It looks pretty close to it.
Wait, no, sorry, that is the 89 Batman because of the way that the tail is pointed. It's a different Batman. Yeah. My bad, everybody. Revoke my nerd card. Take it away. I can admit that I'm wrong. All right. But okay, so yeah, obviously Batman 89 is going to be a big factor coming into the Flash. They're going to want to play on the nostalgia. And quite frankly, to more people, Christopher Reeve is, and I'm air quoting that, is Superman. That is the nostalgic Superman. Now, and they have him pretty much dead center. And that's always been, Christopher Reeve Superman has always kind of been a hallmark and a staple of Warner Brothers and DC films. So if they are going to put, because there's also a blank square right there, right? There's a blank square right there. So what's going to be in the blank square?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's just like a spacing thing to like separate the different properties from each other or what. That's the other thing I don't know. I don't know, because I was pointing out my stream, it's like, it is a weird contrast though when you think about it, because it's like, okay, you have all these modern characters, right? But then you have the two old ones stuck in the middle, and they seem like they stick out like sore thumbs in a way. Like, I would have maybe done like a different like section of this design dedicated to like classic properties, if that makes sense.
Well, no, and I think there should have been like, there should be like a Game of Thrones thing up there. I mean, there should be a bunch of stuff. But yeah, you're right. You have Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad. Wonder Woman 84 is Diana. And then Aquaman is going to be, Aquaman 2. Christopher Reeve is the only thing. Are they replacing Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill? No, they're not.
Well, depending on who you listen to, apparently Michael Keaton is replacing Ben Affleck as the main Batman of the DCEU. I'm just saying, according to some people.
Grace Randolph can seriously suck an egg on this one, all right? Like, because it's Grace Randolph. Just say Grace Randolph. It's Grace Randolf.
Well, Hollywood Reporter said he's taking up a Nick Fury like role though. And
but a Nick Fury like role is not the Batman, right? Like, they're not gonna. He's 68. By the time they even get around to doing a Batman movie with old ass Michael Keaton, who I love in the role, by the way, it's going to be a couple years, and we got the Batman coming next year, so they're not going to fuck around with that one. Like, he might be a Nick Fury type character, but he's going to be more Bruce Wayne Nick Fury than Batman Nick Fury, right? I mean, let's be fair. He might suit up a little bit in the movie because that's going to be what people want, but it's also probably going to be like, I'm getting too old for this shit. Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon type stuff, which, by the way, is a Warner Brothers franchise, and Mel Gibson should be on that board as well because Riggs is the shit. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, I just think, look, they're not, look, oh my God. We know that this is most likely Affleck's last time playing Batman. This is him wrapping up his arc in order to move on. That is the most likely scenario.
Well, do you think he's going to die, or do you think he's going to leave?
He was slated to die in Snyder's movies. So obviously, yeah.
You're going to copy that arc a little bit?
Yeah. I don't think they're going to like take him out back and like put two in his head like his parents and shit. But I think like he's going to like whatever's going to happen at the end of that movie, because we still don't know who the villain is. Is it going to be Reverse Flash? I mean, they've kind of hinted as such. But even then, starting with Reverse Flash, I don't know. I think it's kind of...
It's an interesting choice.
It's interesting. I don't think they should start with like Gorilla Grodd or something, but like, you know, Reverse Flash just
I was thinking Captain Cold or Mirror Master.
Yeah, well, Captain Cold would be good. Because Leonard Snart has got a fan base from the Arrowverse, and I mean, hell, if they could get back Wentworth Miller, I loved him in that part. Until I think Berlanti kind of effed him over a little bit. Because here's a bit of interesting side history for you guys. So a couple years ago, when the Arrowverse was like first really starting to expand, Berlanti's production company signed Wentworth Miller and who was the guy who played Barrowman, all right, John Barrowman or Barrowman, signed him and Wentworth Miller to this kind of overall contract. They weren't going to be in any specific show, but they were going to be basically roving characters that would pop up in different series at different times to kind of connect the universe together. They were going to build up this whole kind of like, you know, rogues gallery of characters that would come and go. And it would just really kind of solidify this universe. And then that never happened, but that was something that they were going for a while. And that would be something that I think is kind of interesting. And I kind of totally spaced on my point for that. But it's a little bit of side history for you. Anyway, they're not like Cavill. If Cavill is going to come back, it's going to be in Black Adam. At this point, that is literally like the only way. And it's probably going to be, or maybe Shazam 3, where Shazam fights Black Adam. Because that's what The Rock wants.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, like, what if they close the door and say, no, they're not coming back, and these characters are replacing them now? Like, what if Supergirl is taking up that replacement moniker? And, like, because I don't know if I believe the whole, you know, Batgirl Beyond rumor where the Batgirl movie HBO Max is going to have Michael Keaton training or whatever. That's like the Grace Randolph thing. I don't know if I buy that at all.
I don't buy that one bit.
Yeah. But let's just play devil's advocate and say, yes, that is their plan. They're phasing out Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. Is it like doom and gloom? Is it like basically like screaming like the end of all things for this franchise or what?
No, it's not doom and gloom. And honestly, people out there who are going to treat it like that are just I'm sorry, you're entitled. You're entitled. You can get mad at me for saying that. And I understand that's what you want. And I want it too. But we also have to go back and look at the fact that they shot Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2016. It's been 5 years since those actors were all together playing those characters.
That's crazy to me.
That's 5 years. And they've obviously, in the subsequent 5 years, decided they wanted to move on to other things. Now, I'll tell you what they weren't expecting. They weren't expecting the success of the Snyderverse to be as massive as it was. They weren't expecting that. And that's probably why Kiersey Clemons is back as Iris West and why they're continuing other aspects from what it appears to be. But they're still tying it into Justice League. It's not tying in to Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Justice League, they're still, except Justice League is their canon. That's their Justice League.
That's their canon, and that's what they want to move forward from. And I mean, the thing is look, we can bitch and moan, we can bitch and moan, we can bitch and moan. That doesn't change the fact that they're shooting a Flash movie right now, giving us more Michael Keaton as Batman than Ben Affleck as Batman. Yeah. What does that tell you? What does that tell you right now? Right? Like, what does that tell you? So they have a plan. This is what they want to do. And I think at this point in time, people need to realize that if it does come back, it's going to take a while. And if they are, you know, redesigning their park and they're putting up these new adverts like this image shows, having Keaton and Reeves, who, by the fucking way, Reeves starred in 78 Superman and Keaton was in 89 Batman. That's only an 11-year difference. And that is, to a lot of people, especially those of us who are like almost middle age, like I am, that's what we grew up with. That's what we grew up with. So obviously they're going to want to play up that nostalgia, as well as the fact that Wonder Woman is still a popular brand and Aquaman is the first DCEU movie, not counting Joker, to hit $1 billion. And Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is insanely popular and has sold
she sells so much merchandise.
So much merch. And so you just break it down. You just start breaking it down and you can see why it is the way that it is. Would I want to see Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck up there? Hell yeah. But would I want them next to Christopher Reeves and Michael Keaton? Sure. But at the same time, why not give me Val Kilmer? Why not give me Clooney? Why not give me Christian Bale? Why not give me one of Adam West? Routh. Yeah. Do a whole thing about the different Batmans. If your multiverse is what you want to push and the Batman is your number one selling property, then fucking push all Batman. Right? I'm just saying that's like the smartest move they could possibly do because they need Batman.
Except for Clooney. They don't want to acknowledge Clooney.
Clooney also doesn't want them to acknowledge Clooney, to be fair.
Oh, I know.
But Warner Independent is the ones who distributed Good Night and Good Luck, I believe. And that was what won him an Oscar. That was, he was Oscar nominated for that movie. That was his first, I think, directed film. And, so like he knows how to play the studio system, obviously. But still, yeah, I get you. But give me all the Batman. Give me Kevin Conroy as, the animated series Batman. Put that up there too. Because to more kids, to more children that grew up in the 90s, Kevin Conroy's Batman is more Batman than Michael Keaton.
That is true. He is my favorite. Kevin Conroy is the best.
Oh no, when back in 2009 at Comic-Con, I went to a panel for Arkham City and Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill were on stage together and they were yucking it up and it was awesome. So it's like and I was as much as I was excited to see Luke Skywalker, I was as excited to see Kevin Conroy. I'm like, oh my God, that's Batman. Like, oh my God, that's Batman. And I love Keaton and I love Bale. And I love Kilmer and I love Batfleck and I Clooney, whatever. Right. But it's at the same time, it's like seeing that is to a lot of people, Kevin Conroy is Batman. So if you're going to bitch about not having Batfleck up there, why not go with the longest running Batman? Where the fuck is Kevin Conroy?
Yeah. I don't know. I just see like a lot of the same arguments. Like Warner Brothers is trying to reach out to the nostalgia baiting audience who wants like the boomers who like this. They're trying to appease. Yeah, I'm just saying like they're trying to appease fans that like need to move on and accept different versions.
Well, look, the thing is that everyone likes nostalgia. All right, so they're playing up to nostalgia, and I agree about the boomer shit because I'm kind of half boomer age myself, so to speak. I don't feel like it, but I'm getting there. So I get that. But anyway, this whole thing I think is a dumb controversy. People just want to be mad to be mad.